Okay, this will be a quickie, more of a quick release. But yeah, the Rick and Morty hot streak has ended in my opinion. The episode is fine. Actually, it's good, almost great. It's certainly not the worst like the Dragons and Mad Max episodes, but it's just sort of very crowded. I would say this sits in the bottom 50% of my rankings, and absolutely if this is the worst this season has to show, then that is fantastic. Anyways, let's talk about the sperm episode. It took the initial concept and just ran it full force. Not much tender love. It's like two ideas, horses and sperm, let's see what kind of fucked up baby comes out. And yeah, this is like 1,000 shades of what the fuck is going on and why. I guess the answer is it's funny and ridiculous, if not particularly focused or cohesive. More sort of thick and sticky. Let's talk about the good stuff first. The episode somehow managed to say more interesting things about the role of gender and how women are treated than the entirety of Marvel's Black Widow.
Ugh, ready for all of the responsibility with none of the credit.
Which also gets a quick shout out.
Okay, let's go see this latest piece of Marvel shit you kids are jizzing over.
Please, someone needs to educate so many people on how to effectively use soundtracks. Please. There is an attempted thread line about honesty and how lying just continually complicates the situation. Like every character who attempts to lie is punished. It's not until Rick owns up and doesn't avoid the truth where he's actually rewarded.
Have to, raise it?
Nah, they're ready to go right out of the box.
Cool. So, bye?
Which works as a fun subtext concept. There's a little more to think about. The actual filmmaking aspects are pretty exciting to look at. There's some amount of reserved visual comedy, like the long pause on the horse semen extraction machine, taunting the audience with the understanding of what Morty is gonna do. When the explosion goes off, there's a fun, first-person action movie trope. And I think what works is every time I thought the episode was about to end or to be predictable, so I could just plainly dislike it and say it's a bad episode, it managed to ramp it up and kept ramping it up until there's like a Lord of the Rings Two Towers style alliance between cannibal horse people and humans to stop the giant incest baby which gets sent to space. So yeah, that sentence kind of sums up the crazy conception of mixing a crap load of ideas together that are semi-connected. But also this is like the main problem of the episode. That stuff doesn't really mean anything, and sure, a post-credit giant 2001 space incest baby is funny. But what else is it? Because I'm struggling to work out. Like, to me, this very much seems like the writers self-gratifying themselves to see how far they can wank it on TV, and this is what sprayed out. It's just a bit too messy and uncontrolled. Like, this kind of plot is what I would expect from South Park, which has much lower standards for quality. For Rick and Morty, the ridiculous escalation episodes, there tends to be a better everything clicks in cohesion moment, like the first interdimensional cable or the first episode of season 3. In fact, I would say this is closer to the season 3 finale or the season 4 planet fucking episode, in that they're a little too random and missing a strong enough central story. Sure, this episode was a great way to kill time, but ultimately the fun escalation and build-up is missing meaningful payoff. It leaves the episode feeling a little bit too hollow and empty at the end. Which, but that could be a metaphor. 6.5 out of 10.